Hello. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Maya. I am an online fitness and nutrition coach. I am a Pilates instructor. I sell real estate full-time, and I also am an NPC bodybuilder who just competed in her first fit model show. So if you see that in the background. Alright, so we're at the hotel now. I did get my first coat of tan on. That was the most craziest experience I've ever had. You were literally just in a room naked with everyone else while you're getting tanned, and then you stand in front of these big fans naked in front of everyone while you're getting tanned. So that was fun, but we're dark. We're really dark. Yep, that's crazy. So I'm feeling good. I'm going to be just kind of doing a little bit of work. I have to wait a little bit longer before I can put my posing suit on and do my second check-in of the day with Coach. I had my last meal around 12-ish, and it is, I don't even have my watch on. What time is it? I think it's almost 3. So honestly, that's a little bit too long in between my meals, but my tanning kind of messed up my schedule. So anyways, but I'm really excited to see how we're looking, especially with the tan on, with the suit color, with everything. I put like the black sheets on the bed. I'll show you our setup in a few, but yeah, we have athletes meeting at 5 tonight, and then I think it goes from like 5 till 7. And then tomorrow morning I have hair, makeup, and tan from like 7 until 9:30-ish. And then I am in the first show of the day, so I should be stepping on stage probably around lunchtime. I'm not too sure yet, but Coach has given me like my full schedule, which has been really nice. So I'm just waiting, or sorry, she told me she has my schedule ready. I'm just waiting for her to send it over to me, and yeah, then from there at least I will kind of know like, okay, I need to do this at what time, which will be really, really nice. But yeah, I'm feeling like I am dark. That is crazy. I'm also feeling lean right now. So I'm really excited, and it is feeling real. And yeah, that is the update for now. They do like our hands and stuff tomorrow, but yeah. Anyways, we are just kind of chilling at the hotel. Ty's having a nap. So I came in here to chat, and I was just getting some coaching work done. We also just firmed up on a property in real estate world, so that's nice. Just sold a plot of land. And yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna plan a Pilates class because I do teach on Monday. I didn't give my classes away on Monday, so I teach at 8 a.m. on Monday. So I might try to plan one of my classes. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying the moment right now, and I'm feeling really happy. I feel like I was really in my head the last few days. Like I had a moment, and I was like really scared and like feeling like I looked really bad and stuff. But now that I'm just like here and the goggles are off, I think, I'm feeling really grateful. And also too, everyone's been so supportive. Like the amount of messages and stuff that I've gotten has been so sweet. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really excited. And it's crazy that tomorrow is show day. It's crazy. It's just been like months of work for this. So anyways, that's the update, and I am going to probably pace around the room a little bit more because I need to get some steps in, and then I think once Ty wakes up, we're gonna just kind of walk around the hotel in my fit here. like a show day update because I feel like I tried to take clips and stuff throughout the weekend, but it was really hectic, so I didn't really get much. So I wanted to like do a full sit down and like break down show day recap, everything like that. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. If you wanted to watch, I'm so grateful and hear how things went because it's been a crazy weekend. Today is currently Sunday, June 7th, and my show was yesterday, Saturday, June 6th. And I competed at the Sudbury Classic Championship. So it was kind of local to me. It wasn't too crazy, like travel-wise. It was my first show, so we wanted to do something that, was going to be a little bit smaller. And I don't know. It was just I wanted to do something closer to home, I guess. And I was really excited about it. So I just thought, you know what, let's do it. So anyways, let's start on, let's say Friday, because I did do like peak week updates and everything, which should be in a different video if I actually take the time to edit it. I have so much footage, it's just actually taking the time to edit it. That's where I find that I struggle. But yeah, so bringing it back to Friday, we headed down to Sudbury on Friday. So I did work Friday morning. So we got up, I want to say I got up at like 5:30 because I was doing 3 check-ins a day with coach at that point in time, just nearing the end of peak week. And so I do a check-in in the morning. So fasted first thing in the morning. I'm supposed to do a check-in after 2 meals and a workout. And then I do my check-in in the evening. All meals done pre-bed. That was like kind of our general structure, but things were changing really quickly. So my game plan, let's say, was we got up, I did my fasted check-in at like 6 in the morning on Friday, sent it off. I got ready. We packed all of our stuff. Like we packed everything. I literally brought everything but the kitchen sink with me. We literally brought our Instant Pot to cook rice in the hotel room because I was like, I don't know. I don't have no variables. I don't have nothing that is not under my control. So we literally brought everything. And we brought it with us because we were just going to head out of town right after my showing. So Ty came with me. We brought the dog up to doggy daycare in the morning. So we left here pretty early just so we had time. It's like takes us about an hour to go and bring the dog up to daycare and then back down into town from where we live. So anyways, yeah, we left pretty early, packed the car up. I had meal number 1 as we were driving into town to bring the dog. So that was probably around like 7:30, I want to say. 7:30, 7:45. And the game plan was after my showing, drive right to Sudbury. We were under the impression that we were going to get an early check-in just because I called. I felt so bad. I literally harassed the hotel people. I was like, can we get an early check-in? Can we get a microwave? Like I was calling them every hour. Like even the night before I was like calling them, making sure. And, they said that they couldn't guarantee anything. So, which was fine. I knew that. But they were like, checkouts at 11, we should know more. And also too, they did kind of preface by like, okay, we'll tell our cleaners that your room's a priority just because they knew the situation, because my tan was at 110 on Friday. So it was very much like, okay, we'll leave right after my showing, drive to Sudbury. We'll get there like right at 11. That'll give me time to eat my pre-workout meal within the car. And then when we get to the hotel, I can do my pump-up workout, do my second check-in, and then I needed to take a shower and scrub myself with baking soda before my tan. You're supposed to like neutralize your skin. So I was like, that will give me time before my tan at 1 if we have our hotel room. And anyways, so because the night before, coach had mapped out meal number 1 and 2 for me. And so we were driving there, and based upon my check-in 1 that I sent in the morning, as we were on the road, she was like, I hate to do this to you, but we're changing meal 2. And so as we were driving, I was like, shoot, like I can't, my meal 2 it was cream of rice. So I was like, I need to like cook it. And I was like, I can't cook it in the car, obviously. So we get to the hotel, and number 1, our room was not ready. I hadn't eaten my pre-workout meal yet. And we were like trying to figure out the microwave situation. So I didn't even get to make meal number 2 until like 12. And I literally made it in the lobby of the microwave. I had a full setup of like chicken breast. I had bananas, like my cream of rice. Like I had the whole countertop just covered as I'm making my meal number 2 here in the hotel lobby. And they also wouldn't let me into the gym because we hadn't checked in yet. So I wasn't able to eat on time. And then as we were like sitting down in the lobby eating, she was like, hey, your room's ready. So this was just after 12 o'clock. And I was like, okay, you know what? Ty, run out. Can you grab me some baking soda? I need to like scrub down because we didn't have anything yet. I ran out of frozen blueberries. I was like, I'll go up to the room. I'm going to do my pump up workout and then I'm going to do my check-in and then go down for my tan. But it was like the time span that I had to do so was so small. And then also too to shower in there. So I got up, I ate my meal. I felt so bloated after my meal. So I just was like, you know what? I don't want to like work out right now because I'm not going to, number one, have enough time. Number two, I'm just like, I feel really bloated. I don't want to, because normally I'm supposed to wait a little bit to do my check-in. I was like, it's not going to give my body enough time to digest and like actually fill out from these carbs. So I just was like, you know what? I'll set the room up. I took all the hotel sheets off. I put my black sheets on. I set my little corner up with like all my supplements, my rice cooker, everything, like all my containers. Like I put all my food in the fridge. Like I just made sure to set my room up. That way when we got back in the afternoon, it was like after my tan, I didn't have to worry. So anyways, Ty went out, got me my baking soda. Luckily, there was just a grocery store right across the street. So I showered, scrubbed myself down with my baking soda. I went down for my tan at, I want to say, like I went a little bit early, so maybe like 1. And then, yeah, tanning experience was crazy. I think I chatted about it in one of my other clips. But, like, you literally strip down and you're just naked in a room with a bunch of women. And they're just tanning you. And then also, you have to, like, dry in front of these fans. And, like, in prep, girl, I'm cold. The last month, I've been cold down to my bones and I can't get it out. So to be sprayed down with a cold liquid, to then stand in a cold room and then be dried by cold fans, oh my gosh, I was like shivering so hard. Like my legs, I couldn't even stand. Like I was like, I've never shivered so hard in my entire life. And they kept checking me to see if I was dry, and I wasn't drying because my body temperature was so cold. And she was like, girl, like, okay, like, you know, we're going to take you out of the fans, stand on the side of the room. So I'm just standing in the open, like, trying to dry. It was not working because I was so cold. And so she was like, okay, you know what? If you have baggy clothes, like, just throw them on. Try to, like, warm up in your room. That will help you dry. But she was like, you can't put anything on for 2 hours. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was supposed to do a check-in when I got back because I ate my meal an hour and a half ago. And so I literally got back to the room and I texted my coach and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought I was going to be able to do my quick pump up with my bands in the hotel room and send you a check-in right after my tan. But they told me because I wasn't drying, like, you know, I have to wait 2 hours. So she was like, okay, like, just, you know, let me know how long it's been when you submit your check-in from your last meal. So I honestly didn't even wait the 2 hours. I waited about an hour and a half and I was like, I need to get this done. Like, my day is getting away from me. So anyways, and I was just working, like doing my coaching stuff and also I had some paperwork. I sold a plot of land, so I was just doing some of that while I was waiting for that to dry. Ty was having a nap. But yeah, so I did my check-in and it had been like over 3 hours since I had my last meal. So she was like, okay, you know what, have another meal and then send me a check-in 1 hour after you eat that meal. So I eat my meal. I set a timer. I try to walk around to get some steps in because I still wanted to get my steps in for the day. I needed 9,500 steps. So me and Ty were just kind of walking around exploring the hotel. I look insane. I'm like dark and then I have like white face. And obviously I don't have any makeup on. I'm not done up, whatever. My hair's a mess. So, but everyone was kind of in the same boat, so it was fine. But yeah, and then after that check-in, she was like, okay, I'm adjusting food again. So she was like adjusting my food throughout the day and like adjusting my sodium, my potassium, everything, just to make sure that we were holding the conditioning that we wanted. And so she swapped my meal up again. And then she was like, okay, eat this, wait an hour and a half, and then send me another check-in. So at that point, it was like time for athlete registration, which started at 5. So I went down, or no, I think I had already done athlete registration at that point. Yeah, I think I had went down and done athlete registration while we were kind of walking around in between my meal 3 and meal 4. And then the athletes meeting was at 7. So I ate my 4th meal before the athletes meeting because I was like, it's probably going to be about an hour. So that'll give me time to, you know, hour and a half. I'll come back. I'll do my 4th check-in. So did that. She adjusted food some more and then we kind of chatted about game plan for the next day, and she sent me my schedule like right down into like time increments, which was incredible. So I like wasn't stressed about what I needed to do. And she was like, okay, have your last meal. I have all your meals planned for for show day. In MyFitnessPal, she plans my meals for me. So I had my final meal, and then I waited about like an hour for it to digest, sent it off to her, and then we were just waiting for show day. I went to bed I don't want to say pretty early, it was probably around 10. I ended up getting about 6 hours of sleep, which I was really happy about. I was nervous I wasn't going to be able to sleep at all because I am someone who very much struggles with sleep. But yeah, so went to sleep. Next morning, got up, sent her my fasted check-in. And then after I got my fasted check-in, I was like good to eat, after I sent her my fasted check-in, I was good to eat my meal number 1. We completely cut out protein on that day. So my meal number 1 was 70 grams of salt, 10 grams of peanut butter, 135 grams of banana, a quarter of teaspoon of salt. That was my meal number 1. I went down, got my hair and makeup done starting at 7. And I'd also rinsed my first base coat of tan off from the night before. So I had my quick rinse off shower in the morning after my check-in, ate my food, had my coffee, and went down to do hair and makeup. The hair and makeup ladies were incredible. They did such an amazing job. I had such a good time just chatting with them, and like, you know, it's early in the morning and everyone's just kind of like, but like we were just chatting and it was so nice. And I'm going to request the 2 girls that I had this weekend for next weekend, which we'll talk about that soon. But anyways, yeah, so that was lovely. They absolutely killed it. And then I was supposed to have a little bit of time in between my hair and makeup to submit my second check-in, and that would have been where coach let me know, hey, you're looking good, eat meal number 2 or not, because I had planned meal number 2, but my hair and makeup went long, and then my second coat of tan was right after. And we were worried that the show was going to run really quick because it was a smaller show than we expected. They told us, like, you know, girls are going to be on by like 11. And at this point, it was like almost 10 o'clock. And I was like still at the hotel venue. I just finished my tan. So she was like, okay, get to the venue. Send me your check-in from the venue. I sent her my check-in, probably I want to say like 10:20, 10:30. And we were like, oh crap. Okay. Like if the women are supposed to be on around 11, like don't eat meal number 2. She was like, you know, keep me updated on when the women start going on and then have your pump up food then. So I'm just hanging out in the back. I'm going over my posing, doing my routine because I was a little bit shaky. I was like, the nerves were really there. I'm at the venue. I'm in the back room. It's happening, right? So I'm like, you know, just doing my thing. And then all of a sudden it's like the men are just taking so long. It's like 12:30 now. And like the women still hadn't gone on. So she was like, hey, like send me another check-in. Like, let me see how you're looking. I was so flat. I was like down 2 pounds compared to like my fasted morning weight, or like it was something crazy. Maybe not 2 full pounds, but like I was significantly down in weight from my fasted morning weight. So she was like, oh my gosh, okay, get food into you. So I had another 70 grams of rice, 10 grams of peanut butter, quarter teaspoon of salt, 135 grams of banana, making that in my little gross container on the floor of a gym in the back of the auto. Oh my gosh. Anyways. And so I ate that, and then all of a sudden they were like, okay, women are going on, you know, and then I was like, okay, like how long? Like I didn't know how long it was going to be. I was like, should I start pumping up? Like, and then I had literally just eaten. So I was like, do I eat my food? Like, do I eat my rice cakes for my pump up meal? She was like, no, let's just leave it. And the women moved so fast. Like it was like boom, boom, boom. I maybe pumped up for like 5-10 minutes. Like that's how little time I had. And so I'm like trying to put my heels on, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm backstage already. And I was like, oh my God, this is going so much faster than I expected. I wish I had more time to pump up. So now I know for next time. But yeah, it was just like a whirlwind. I did 3 classes. So I did true novice, I did novice, and then I did open class B just for my height. And, I won all 3 of my classes. The one class I was the only person in it, so that's kind of a gimme. The true novice one, I was the only person in it. But I won all of my classes. I felt really confident on stage, to be honest. Like when I went out there, I was really nervous that I was going to feel like shaky because that's how I felt backstage. But honestly, when I went out there, it was just like I was in my zone. I like entered flow state. I had such an amazing time. The light was so bright that I couldn't see the audience, which was perfect. I was like, no one's here. I'm in my basement. This is great. This is just another day of practicing my posing. And I love posing. Like I have put so much work into practicing my posing 6 days a week. After every lift, I pose. And it all paid off because it was so smooth. I enjoyed it so much. And yeah, it was just really, really great. And then I came off, and then I did my compulsories with the girls that I was competing against in the different classes. And then we did the battle for the overall, and I won. I won the overall, which was incredible. I had so much love and so much support, like, just spoken over me this weekend. And I even had a couple of people that are like kind of in the bodybuilding community as well, who drove there to watch me compete. Like, my heart. It was such an incredible moment. My family, like my mom was there, Ty's family came, Ty's mom and dad came, Ty was there, of course. And like, just all the girls in the back were so sweet. Everyone was so nice. It was such an amazing first experience. And I got a trophy, I got a tiara, I got my sign back there, and I got like a big duffel bag full of goodies, which was incredible. It was just such an incredible experience. Like, honestly, I was on cloud nine. My coach didn't want me to stay back after to get some feedback from the judges, and so I did. I hung back for probably almost an hour because they ended up going on lunch. And I spoke with one of the judges. Her name was Sharon. She basically was like, honestly, I don't really have much notes. Like, she was like, you know, you have a great balance, a great symmetry to your physique. Your posing was excellent. The one thing she did say, which I forgot to mention to coach, was she told me to maybe just slow my walk down a little bit, which I will do. But other than that, she was like, you're posing immaculate, hand placement, arm placement, immaculate, like, conditioning was spot on. Like, she was like, you did really, really well. And then I spoke with Tammy, who's the head judge, who is also judging the Toronto Pro Qualifier next weekend with Tyler Mannion. I can't believe that. And I spoke with her, and I, asked her for her feedback. And she said a lot of the same things. Like, she said, like, you have great symmetry, really nice tight waist, upper body is perfect. She was like, we don't need any more in your upper body. She said your posing was great. She said the only thing I would love to see more, like, from you is more legs. Like, obviously everyone can always have more glutes, but like also more quad definition, more hamstring definition. And I know that my legs are small. I got little stick legs. My body's, I have I have really long legs for like my height. So I did kind of know that. And she said, obviously I know that, that is not really something that you can do for next weekend, but she was like, that would be my feedback for you, which I really appreciated. And so yeah, that was my feedback from the judges, which I was really happy about. I sent that to coach, and she was like, oh my god, incredible feedback. So I think it was also really nice because I was the only person who stayed back and talked to the judges for feedback. Like, no one else stayed back. Like, everyone just left, and I literally hung around and asked for feedback. So I'm really hoping that made an impression, especially on Tammy, the head judge. And I really appreciated her time, and I appreciated her sharing that with me so much, because it's valuable information for me to have, and it gives me a game plan of, okay, now I know what I need to do. But yeah, so with that, with winning the overall, I have qualified for nationals. And so the game plan is now Toronto Pro Qualifier next weekend. So we're officially back in peak week as of today. For yesterday, I didn't have like a cheat meal or anything like that. Coach did allow me to do macros yesterday, just to hit my same goals, which was hard because I didn't have any protein for meals 1 and 2. So to fit 50 grams of protein in each meal, that was rough. And we also got home really late, so I was up to like a midnight eating. But yeah, my first meal back, I had a big bowl of oats with some protein powder because I hadn't had protein powder in a while. I just wanted something sweet. I had a big bowl of oats with some blueberries, some peanut butter, some banana to get my potassium in. After that, I had some chicken, rice with some sriracha, coconut oil. It's pretty much just the same foods I was eating. And then meal number 3, I had a big bowl of cream of rice. So those were my meals. And yeah, we are now getting back into today. Today is my rest day. We do get back into training tomorrow, but we're keeping cardio out for this week. Food is still high. Macros are still high. I'm eating 280 grams of carbs, I think 150 protein, 45 fat. So we are just maintaining going into show this coming week, because they did say conditioning was spot on. So we don't really want to adjust anything too much. I took a check-in this morning, and I feel like I look pretty darn good. I'm really happy with it. But yeah, everything is kind of on track. Like, I'm really excited for this coming weekend. I just cannot believe that this weekend happened. Like, it feels like it was all a dream. I feel like I didn't even leave my house this weekend. You're telling me I competed in a bodybuilding show this weekend. So, yeah, that's the game plan. So I would like to do another peak week vlog, peak week round 2 vlog, but I did just want to come on here and kind of do a show rundown, kind of a show recap, everything like that, game plan recap for this coming week. But I am beyond excited to be competing at nationals. I am so grateful. I am just so incredibly, number one, proud of myself. It's been a long 4 months and there were a lot of hard days, and the fact that I'm here just feels surreal. It feels like nothing changes until all of a sudden everything has changed. And I cannot thank my coach enough. She has been incredible. Even just the show day weekend, planning, mapping everything out for me so seamlessly. It was just, took a lot of the stress off. So I'm beyond grateful for that. And of course, my partner Ty, like, none of this could have happened without him. Like, all the late nights I spent working, I worked 3 jobs this prep. Like, I was busy. I poured so much into work, into growing my coaching business, into the gym, into meal prep. I really didn't have a lot of time for our relationship. And, you know, despite that, his support was unwavering, and I am so beyond grateful for that. And so yeah, as we move into peak week round 2, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And this is just a testament that, you know, if you put your mind to something and you believe in yourself wholeheartedly, you can do the damn thing. So show up for yourself, because you're worth it, and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. So I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you next time. Okay? Bye.